Pound Swiss. All right, so I'm currently in this trade actually, so hopefully it heads down in my direction. But you can see price is still very bearish on Pound Swiss here. It's way below this moving average, so that's good. I'm looking for it to break this area. I mean, this area is super significant. It just hasn't doesn't want to break yet. So I think 111 is our whole number here. I'm actually going to mark this out here, because even though I'm currently in this position, I'm going to add to it once price breaks this level. 111. I mean, hopefully it breaks this level. Who knows? I guess we'll find out soon enough. But this 111, this whole area, I need it to break, and then you can see price was actually bullish for a bit here. We did see some bullish structure, and I remember being really confused with this, and then all of a sudden it sold back off. So heavily, you can see right back into these areas, right below this moving average. So, and then so hit this 111 area, tried to come back up, and found this zone here, and wasn't able to break it. So now it's coming down low, pulled back up a little bit, couldn't break this zone. So this is actually a lower liquidity area than this one. So I'm kind of hoping that this is the new high. I don't have a stop on this trade, so on my personal trade here, so but I did sell it somewhere in here, so we'll see how it goes. But I'm hoping this is the new higher liquidity area, and then ideally there'll be another one here soon, which might be this actually, and then you just have these high liquidity areas becoming lower and lower. So eventually price has no choice but to break below this, because it just runs out of room above. So but you do have this little area here that obviously needs to be broken, but I think once it does, we'll be good to go. And I'm looking for price to push this area even more. So this is kind of, man, this area is so significant. You can see price has been touching in for almost a year, November 22. It's been pumping in there, so like 10 months kind of thing ish. But I'm looking for this zone to, if we move this over, what I want to happen. So as of right now, this is the current zone we're working with. Forget about all the previous history, although there's a lot. This is the current zone we're working with. We need Pound Swiss to break this area, which is a massive area. It's all the way from just above 111 at about like 111.10, we'll call it, all the way down to 110.5. So it's about a 60 pip area here, and it needs to break it. And so ideally what will probably happen is price will, with this candle, maybe in the next few candles, it'll push low into this zone, and it'll push this to like here. Then it might pull up a little bit again, then it'll push it again down to like here below 111. So just like you have this area here, what'll happen is price will push lower, so it'll push through this area. We'll just delete this for now. It'll push through this area, and then it'll create another liquidity area like right there, just a little bit lower, exactly like what it's doing with these ones here, but just lower. So eventually this big zone here that we've seen before, that extends all the way to last November, this will eventually just become smaller and smaller and smaller until it's like this, and then it just gets hammered through, because odds are price is not going to break through this zone easily. It's not going to do it in one go, because this is such a big area. It's got so much previous history. Look at all these wicks in there. So it's going to take some time, but I think it can push through it. Right now this is the monthly range for Pound Swiss, so it's about 400 pips. So if 112.5 is roughly our high, which our high is a little bit below that, it's at like 112.33. So, but I just like to round up to give myself some space. But so if 112.5 is our high, then if this moves its full monthly range, it would be 400 pips on average, and that would put us at 108.5. So this is kind of what I have in mind for this month. I mean, I'm hopeful that like price will break this area and head all the way down here. But do I know if it'll happen? Absolutely not. I mean, it's quite a bit to overcome this zone, but I think it could do it. I think all these Swiss pairs are bearish, so I think the momentum is there, or like I guess you could call it momentum is there. So That is what I'm looking forward to. You can see these nice big bear candles here. This one, previously. So like there's, and now you got these lower liquidity zones. This one. Pretty. It's a good sign. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm hoping for this to break through here, and so we'll give it a few days. We'll check on this again. I'll keep you guys posted. I'll probably add to my position too as this moves in profit. I'll start adding to my position. I like to add to my positions when they're in profit, and then just move previous positions to break even or close to kind of thing. And then yeah, you just stack these winning positions and just keep adding to them. So start small and just scale them up is what I do. So yeah, that's pound Swiss. I'm excited to see how this plays out.